Hey there, carnivore friends. Tomorrow marks the 3rd week of my true commitment to carnivore. And I want to share 3 things that I've learned about what helps me to stay on track. By saying that, I want you to know that I have not been perfect. I eat a lot of, out of emotion, even though I gotta say that carnivore has helped me with my cravings. And it has helped me to reduce my cravings and also to just not have the sort of cravings that I want, certain things. But it's a social thing for me. So here are my 3 things so far. Number 1, plan to plan, to plan, to plan, to plan. So for me, it's coming in full. It's knowing that I have that all taken care of and that I can just say, oh, well, I'm just not very hungry, or, oh, I just ate, or whatever I can do in a kind and gentle manner to say, oh, that looks so good. But yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll have a piece of that in a minute, or whatever you have to say. But the plan is for you. The plan is that you have your stuff dialed in so that, you know, you are not going to let yourself, be tempted away from your program, whatever that is. I guess that could be true for any kind of thing that you decide to do, right? I think part of having a plan to plan to plan, and I would love to hear how you plan to plan to plan, is to have your eyes wide open. I know I'm going to be hungry. It's going to be at a time of dinner. I know myself. I love Aunt Joe's potato salad, whatever it is. I went to my friend Sarah's house yesterday, and she had, she was making this crazy potato salad. She's an amazing home cook. Like I said, a lot of my friends are chefs and cooks. She's like, oh yeah, I made this chili, and look at these, da da da. I mean, I just basically almost went crazy. But I had eaten a couple of eggs because I know when I go to Sarah's, I'm very, very tempted to just say, you know what, forget it. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Have a big bowl of chili, have some of her homemade cornbread, whatever she makes for the day. And this way I can say, oh my gosh, I just had breakfast, thank you. Oh, and I might have a little tiny taste. I might just stick the spoon in there and taste it for her because she's making this amazing thing and say, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. I don't have to be radically against it, but I can plan what is the situation I'm going into and what are the things that I know about myself in that situation. So those would be your questions. What's the situation? What do I know about myself when I go into situations like that? And how can I plan to stay on my program? Okay? Number 1. So number 2, I have found, don't talk to people about what the hell you're doing. A, no one really cares. And B, if you don't have any results, which I don't really, I have non-visible results. Thankfully, the scale has started moving. But if you really don't have that and somebody else can't say, they're just kind of look at you like you're kind of like, nah. Now, if you go down the road a few months and you have visible results and people say, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Then that's a totally different thing. You have credibility now. But if you don't really have any results, you don't really give yourself much street cred. You say, well, I'm starting this new thing and it's this and that. And people are going to be like, yeah, good luck with that. That sounds nuts or whatever. And so when people give you their opinions about stuff, you have 2 choices. You can say, oh, well, I don't care about their opinion, but usually we do. And B, I don't care about their opinion, but you're going to take it to heart anyway. So just don't talk about what you're doing. Therefore, you don't have to listen to people's opinion about stuff. That's what I'm saying. I just kind of keep my mouth shut because I've noticed that when I talk about stuff like that, everyone has an opinion about their opinions. And then, I just don't end up feeling super fortified by those kinds of conversations or strong about that kind of conversation. So why did I bring it up in the first place? Am I looking for a conflict of some sort? Or am I looking to create a place of success for myself? So that's my rule number 2. I keep my mouth shut. Number 3, I have stopped using the word cheat. I don't cheat. If I go ahead and I do something Last week was a great example. I had some popcorn, I had some wine, I had a few things. I don't know why, I just kind of did. I ate those things, I put them in my pie hole, and I consumed them. I could say it was because, again, of a social situation, or because I like those things, and for whatever reason I ate them. But I'm not going to use the word cheat, and I'm going to try not to use the words that are putting myself down. Here's what I said that really helped me so much. The day after, I woke up and I was so sore. I hurt so bad. It was unbelievable. And of course, what do I want to do? Oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that to yourself. What? No, I didn't do that either. I said, you know what, Marlies? You gave yourself some information. Hi, kitty. You said, I did this, and this is what happened. After being very diligent in having strictly carnivore, I decided, because I ate it, that I decided to eat other things, and the information that I got was, you really hurt a lot. It's hard for you to walk. Is this what you want to do? Is this something that is helpful to you, helpful, useful to you? Is that how you want to do it? Or do you want to stick with something that actually seems to be helping you? And so I decided to use the word information. This is useful information. So I have information when I am eating strictly carnivore, and I have information when I eat other things. And what is the information, and how am I going to use that information? Am I going to keep doing what seems to be working for me, or am I going to keep doing what doesn't seem to be working for me? And what is that information? Pain, tiredness, depression. I feel like it works on my mental wellness. So I decided not to use the word cheat, and just kind of say, okay, I have this information, and what am I going to do with this information for myself? Okay, so yeah, that's numero tres. And I would love to, hear if you use the word cheat, and if it works for you, great. Or do you use some other kind of dialogue for yourself when it comes to sticking to anything, really, but in this case, sticking to carnivore? So yeah, please let me know. And I would love to hear how you navigate and plan for situations. Hey, it could be even planning for your dinner that day. It could be planning for your breakfast that day. It could be planning for employee snacks that day. How do you plan? I would love to hear that. And I would love to hear what happens and how you navigate the conversation around carnivore. And if you leave those things in the comments, I promise to comment back. And if you decide you want to subscribe to my newly little blossoming channel, I would love that too. And I wish you all the best. Let's do this together, okay? All right.